Weather's turning. I'm going to the doctor's. We'll have a chat in a bit. I think we'll do a chatty one for this one. I think this time, going in there, you know this has been a thing that's been going on for months, trying to find out what's wrong. It's nothing serious, really. I mean, it could be the start of something serious, but I don't think so. But I'm going to tell them what's wrong with me today, because I know what's wrong with me. I'm pretty sure I know what's going on. A few people I've spoken to have gone through the same sort of thing. So it all sounds pretty much confirmed in my mind. There's a couple of little nuances, but yeah, I'm not going to fanny around today because I'm tired of this. I can't be asked being prodded and touched all the time. That's just the truth of it, guys. I don't like hospitals. I don't like well, I don't mind the people, but I don't like going to doctors. Don't like any of this. So there we go. And I do like doing a chatty vlog. I've missed doing the flatty jogs. I miss doing the chatty vlogs. Although I have really enjoyed doing the 30-day challenge. So today we might have a little wander about and we'll put the wells to rights, shall we? But right, first I better go in and face the music. Well, that's all done then. They've just put me on something for nerve endings. So only a trial, see what happens. But as for monitoring sugars and stuff, just tough shit. Although apparently my last test, they didn't tell me this when I phoned up for the test results. My last test results for the HP1C or whatever it is were good. So lower than before. So who knows? So I thought we'd just have a little wander down to the entrance to Blisworth Tunnel. That's not far from where I go to the doctor's. So just have a little chat. As I said, I kind of miss doing the chatty ones. So we'll find somewhere to sit and we'll put the world to rights, shall we, for a bit? Let's have a little look round first. Isn't it lovely and calm down here? You go to the marina, it's really quite windy, so this is nice and sheltered. So there's the old entrance. What dick weasels write on a Canal and River Trust sign, look. What sort of dick weasels then, people? Oh, and look at this too, smashed windows, cans in there. It's just a shame, isn't it, that people are such wankers. I was going to walk up there and get closer, but it's really mucky and horrible and I've got my trainers on, so I'm not doing that. There you go, if you want to have a read of that. Yeah, Blisworth Tunnel. It's quite a strange one because talking about doing a couple of the haunted ones that we did and the supernatural, there's talk of that tunnel being haunted as well. So yeah, I think over 200 people died. I'm not sure I did get my figures right. I'll put the figures down below. But in the construction of that, a lot of people did die. And it's said that some weird stuff goes on there. There have been people I know who have said they've seen some odd stuff. And there's one fellow who just won't go through the tunnel anymore. So there you go. That's a funny one, isn't it? Anyway, I'm glad I came down here. I've been thinking about this for a while now. And it's about the old politicians. We see what's been going on, haven't we, under the new Communist Party. But I was thinking, we should really know everything about our politicians. We should know their movements. We should know when they're in their constituency. We should know about all of their policies. We should know about any dodgy dealings they're doing. We should know who funds them. We should know everything about them. It shouldn't be the other way around, should it? We're private citizens. You and me, private citizens. They're public servants. So public servants. They seem to forget that they're public servants and they get paid a shitload of money through our taxes. So we're paying for them to serve us. They no longer serve us, do they? And what's actually happened, they're treating us like potential criminals and monitoring us 24/7. It should really be the other way around, should it not? How long do we put up with this? Because it's got out of hand, is my belief. Really has got out of hand. I don't think that I should be being monitored 24/7. I come down to places like this to get away from it all, to be honest. Thank God I live in the countryside now. When I was living in Luton, you are just constantly being watched. And facial recognition is everywhere, people. And they're definitely trying to get rid of cash. So just be aware of it. That's all I ever ask anyone. Just be aware of it. And if you can do something about it or got any ideas, share it. Obviously you can't do anything naughty, can't do anything against the law, but something's very, very wrong with this country, in my opinion. So anyway, yeah. I mean, do you think it's right? We could play a game, couldn't we, called Do You Think It's Right That? So I'll tell a story. So here we go. Do you think it's right that pensioners have just had their winter fuel allowance taken away? Although I believe there's a vote going through today, so this will be interesting. So we'll see what happens there. But do you think that even proposing that is disgusting, considering we're still giving loads of money to Ukraine? We're paying, they say 8 billion a day, or sorry, 8 million a day for illegal dinghy divers, okay? So we're looking after them, putting them in hotels, giving them their 3 meals a day, giving them pocket money, giving them phones. Do you think that's right? And yet we take away pensioners' winter fuel allowance. I mean, it's disgusting, isn't it? Absolutely disgusting, yeah. And do you think we should be spending loads and loads of money on this ridiculous climate hoax? And I do believe it's just nonsense, okay? It's easy enough to find out for yourself. They're treating us like fools. Anyway, so yeah, I think it's terrible. Do you think it's fair that shitloads of money is going in foreign aid and our pensioners are having their winter fuel allowance taken away? Do you see where this goes? I don't know. You tell me. I'm trying to spark a conversation with you here. So yeah, and then the other thing, Ricky Jones, he was the Labour councillor for Dartford, I believe, since 2019. He's the one who said, said something along the lines of, I have to be careful here, obviously, but he was basically saying about the far right marches and rioting. My goodness, yeah, it's ridiculous. Anyway, he was going on about that and saying we're all fascists and Nazis and they should all have their throats slit and be got rid of, or something like that. So, is it right that he hasn't got his court case till the 20th of January? He has to put something in on the 25th of October in his defence, but he's pleaded not guilty. Then you get people doing a meme. An 11-year-old child did a meme and got arrested for it. And then we've had people fast-tracked to prison for hurty posts on Twitter. Do you think that's fair? Do you think that's right? Anyway, there's a boat coming. Should we video it? It's a hire boat. It's one of the weed ones, I think. Yeah, all the ones up Weed and are named after different weeds, ragweeds, and this one looks like hawkweed, does it? My eyes aren't as good as they used to be, everybody. Yep, hawkweed. There we go, into the haunted tunnel. Will they make it through to the other side? Off to Stoke Burn, that way everybody. Now then, back to the old haunted and supernatural thing. I just want to say thank you to everyone who shared their stories with us. And because it's one of them things that's a bit weird to talk about, isn't it? Because you think people are going to think you're a nutter. But yeah, thank you very much. Thanks, Suzette. I know it's hard for us to email you back. I don't honestly know what's going on with that. So it's something to do with your email because it just rejects us. And we don't seem to have any issues with anything else. So I don't know whether we're on a block list or something like that. But if you haven't heard from us via email over the next day or two, if you haven't by the time you are listening to this or watching this, then we do appreciate you emailing us and telling us your little stories. And yeah, I'm kind of going through a little bit of the same thing at the moment, to be honest with you. I'm not going to elaborate too much for everyone else because it was a private email. But yeah, thank you, Bill. Thank you for your comments as well. And everyone else. Michelle across the way at the marina. Yeah, fair play to you all for sharing the stories. As I say, sometimes it can be a bit difficult. And I believe every one of you. Absolutely believe every one of you. It's not to be disbelieved. I can't prove any otherwise. I believe there's something. I'm not quite sure what. So there you go. Again, keep sharing your stuff. Let us know what you think about life. Anyway, I think I might have to get back. I wish I'd brought me cook set here and we could have had a brew, couldn't we? Well, I hadn't kind of planned on doing this. I just decided when we're sitting up there in the doctors, thought, you know what, let's go down and have a look at the tunnel. So there you go, led back. Oh, no, it's not so bad. Here we go then, everybody. Let's see if I can get it so there's not too much. Oh, there's more glare on it. Oh, that's better, isn't it? Perhaps you can read that. If you want to read that, pause the video. I'm not sure how much the camera shows this gradient, but this will get me exercise done for today, walking back up this hill. Might have to get me a phone out and get a couple of pictures, I think, before we go back up. Well, I'm glad I did that. It's nice to get out and just have a wander. I mean, I've seen that lots of times, but I don't think you lot have. So, and it's been a while since I come down here because this road's been closed for a long time. So, subsidence or something. But I do find it a shame. I really find it a shame that little shit weasels want to destroy things like that. You saw the graffiti. You saw that little shed thing where the smashed glass and the beer cans in there. I don't know what's wrong with people. Why do people want to ruin their own environment? Just seems stupid to me. Yeah, I fear for the human race, people. I really do. And I do think as generation, the generations below us, or a few generations below us, especially the teens and the 20s now, they've got no fucking respect for anything. I know it happened all, throughout the years, but it does seem to be a lot worse now because people know that nothing's going to happen to them if they're caught. Oh, maybe they will now under Starmer. Well, they'll be able to do that, but they won't be able to put hurty words on X or Facebook. It's bloody ridiculous, isn't it, everybody? And it's weird that the mainstream media doesn't report it. Something, again, that distressed me a little bit. My mum had heard, because the BBC said, or probably Sky News, this is in no way being disrespectful for people who only watch mainstream media of a certain age, because I understand you're not going to sit there and search out for the news on X, and you're not going to get your news on YouTube, or you're not going to listen to people like Matusi and all the others on there. But yeah, she heard the story that Tommy, Mr. Robinson, had been trying to get all the football lads and all the far-right thugs together to be against Muslims. That was an article that came from the I newspaper, by the way, which, I saw that Tommy had posted the questions. They were trying to get him to interview them, and they stated everything they was going to say about him. And he just laughs at them because it's absolute bollocks. What actually was happening was he was trying to get the football lads and that together for these marches, which, remember, 2 have been done already, peaceful, 5 arrests out of the whole lot. Okay, the 100,000 people last time? Unlike, the plasticine ones and all that sort of stuff with the jihadi flags and everything. So yeah, she hears this and thinks Tom is against all Muslims. One of his best mates is a Muslim. He's not against Muslims. He's against the ideology of Islam. That's what he's against, because he sees what's going on, and this is where I'm having my little battle about wondering whether to approach the church or not. And I know this is mad for someone like me. You think, what on earth are you doing, Paul? You going mad or something? Something made me buy the bloody Bible. I'm telling you, going on about all the supernatural stuff, something made me do that. Something made me interested in the church. But I also think I have to separate the church from the religion, because let's be honest, this won't go down well, but I don't care. Women priests, it's not in the Bible, it's unbiblical. So gay relationships, I know everyone can love everybody and all that sort of stuff, but in the Bible it does state a man lies with a woman, and that's just that. So I'm not saying that any of that's wrong. What I'm saying is the church, or the religion, well, the church, not the religion, the church should not be getting involved. It should not be changing to appease modern thinking. That's wrong. If it's a true thing, if the religion is true, okay, then you can't change things like Chinese whispers, say, oh, well, he might have said that then, but he probably means this now. You can't do that. So that's my battle. So, yeah, I don't like the ideology of Islam. I've read the Quran. I swear to God, I've read the Quran. And it ain't, well, I can't say too much on YouTube. Well, I can say it's not a religion of peace by any stretch of the imagination. Not in my opinion. That's what I have to say on here. Not in my opinion. I implore you all to check it all out yourselves and see what's going on. But No, I'll say it, and I'll say it straight out. I think Tom is a modern day hero. I just do. I think he's got bigger balls than all of us put together. And it's as simple as that. And it pains me that he's being painted in a completely different way in the mainstream media. They won't talk about the grooming gangs or anything like that, will they? They just won't. So, and the people who say, oh, well, he don't talk about white people raping, does he? Well, what's he have to do? Talk about everything. He's talking about an anomaly where a higher percentage of people per capita than well, you understand what that means, don't you? Higher people per capita that are grooming white girls and, I believe, Sikhs, little Indian girls, comes from a certain religion apiece. So there you go. So that's my little rant on that. I didn't really want to go there, to be honest with you, but yeah. It's good to have a little chat though, isn't it? Right, I'm going to shoot back to the boat now and make myself a nice cup of coffee. Might have a nice ground coffee today. See you in a bit. Well, I thought as we're in the area, might as well come into Blisworth. Just for a quick look at the canal. And just because I needed to come out and clear my head a little bit, to be honest with you. I'm allowed to do that, aren't I? I should be at work, to be honest with you. But there you go. I'll catch up when I get back. There we go, Blisworth. Now that one's called London weed, whatever London weed is. These are really quite nice flats, aren't they? It's a shame our industry's gone though, isn't it, in the UK, everybody? Anyway, back to the car. I've decided as I'm here in Blisworth, I'm going to go into the church, or see if I can get into the church. I was attracted to this one, and I'll show you why. See if you can work it out. I'm going to turn the camera around. For one, it's a beautiful church, but look what it's flying. Right. I don't really know what the etiquette is. I just want to go in and see if I feel anything, to be honest with you. So I'm going to turn the camera off for now, because I don't think I should just walk in there, bundle in there with the camera rolling. So we'll see. Actually, there's no one here, so I can. So I'll turn it round. It's beautiful, isn't it? I'm just going to sit for a bit, people. It's the bell tower. Aren't those mats beautiful? Or cushions? Well, I've had my little chat with him upstairs. Similar thing to you, Suzette. Sometimes you have to ask. So I won't go any further than that, but I do feel an immense peacefulness inside a church, and it's a lovely church that is as well. So at least that one's open during the day. So if you do feel the need to go and just sit and have a chat with yourself or with him upstairs or with whatever, then it's not a bad place to do it. Again, glad I've done it. It's not a subject I broach much. Well, it's because I never really thought much about it before. But I wish I had faith. I do wish I had faith, because there has to be more than all the shit that's going on at the moment, in my humble opinion. There has to be more to it. So what do you think? Do you think there's more to life than it is on the outside? Do you think that everything that's going on at the moment is a test? I don't know. Always open to different ways of thinking. That's how we learn. Anyway, I am going to go back to the boat now and have a brew. I've had 5 or 6 texts or emails for work, so I best go and do something, eh? All right, speak to you in a bit. Blimey, we're up to 20 minutes already. I can really speak shite for England, can't I? Anyway, I finally got me cup of ground coffee. Nice little Peruvian number. Caught up with all my work, so this is 2 hours later, 3 hours later. And obviously we're getting towards the end of this vlog, but I thought you need to know what I was prescribed, and I'm not really too happy about this. It's amitriptyline. That Lee looked it up, and this is what they prescribe people with depression. And I know about depression stuff, not that I've had it, but I know other people have taken depression medication and it's addictive. I ain't doing that, but shall I tell you something even worse? Something even worse than that, right? I have to be teetotal because you can't drink alcohol if you're taking these. Well, you know what can do that? You can stick that deep in their arse, can't they? Because that ain't going to happen. So I'd rather smoke pot. Well, I wouldn't. Well, I would. Well, I wouldn't. No, don't like smoking, but that's another story anyway. But anyhow, we're getting to the end of this vlog. I might try one or two of them, but I'm not. There is no way on this planet Earth that we inhabit that I'm going to be a teetotaler. I'll tell you what. Well, it just be for me. Wouldn't work. Yeah. You know what I get. You know what I'm saying. Anyway. If you've got this far, well done you, I tell you. And I've enjoyed doing a bit of a chatty one for a change. And yeah, give us a thumbs up and all that sort of nonsense. And share it if you want to. Subscribe if you haven't subscribed, you gobshites. And guess what? We'll see you in the next one. Or we'll actually see you same time tomorrow. Even I mess it up. Bye.